Hello, my name is CKobe, and welcome to the screencast of my course prototype. It's a course designed for adult students taking radiation therapy at the Cancer Care Manitoba School of Radiation Therapy. This course is called Cross-Sectional Anatomy for IGRT in Radiation Therapy. And this course is designed just to refresh the students' knowledge about 2D and 3D anatomy and put it in the context of IGRT. And just for those of you out there that mean just a little bit of background, 2D anatomy or 2D imaging is any plain film imaging. Think about what you might get if you break your leg. 3D imaging comes from something like a CT scanner, where you have a whole bunch of images that are squished together to make a 3D image. And when we learn anatomy that way, we call it 3D anatomy or cross-sectional anatomy. And this is we need to have this skill as radiation therapists, and this course puts it in the context of IGRT. So I built my course using the Canvas LMS. I was very happy when I saw this LMS. I had not heard of it before, but it's very simple, very straightforward. It has a lot of similarities to the LMS that I've been using at work, which is Brightspace. It does have a few limitations compared to Brightspace. However, the simplicity of this is just, I love it. It's great. So how did I build my course here? Let's pull up our options here. So I chose my home screen to have the modules. And each of these is considered a module in Canvas. So the first module I created is just a welcome module. We go into it and I have my welcome message, just explains who I am, a little bit about me, a little bit about when we can meet. And I explain that this course is going to be delivered asynchronously for the didactic work, meaning the academic work. We use the word didactic. So all the course content is going to be on the LMS. However, we are going to have weekly synchronous online class meetings, much like Katya did with us. And that's just a touch base. I like to do that really to get a pulse on where the students are at with their understanding. And we are also going to have weekly discussion boards. So each week a student will be assigned to a discussion board to come up with a topic and to moderate the discussion. However, the first week I will put the topic up and moderate, just to lead by example. The other element that this course has is every 2 weeks we are going to have in-person lab sessions. So every 2 weeks, probably in an evening, we will go into the clinical area, to the treatment machines, where we will work on the actual software and get some practice and hands-on experience that way. And this really helps the students become better prepared for when they go into their clinical environment, and they'll be more confident to be able to work as part of the team and get some really good practice in. So that was my welcome section, section. I do want to say that I will incorporate a welcome video, and that was a suggestion from my peer review feedback. And I do really like the idea of that because it kind of sets the tone for creating that community. That's one thing that I was always weak on, was creating that sense of community. And after taking this course, I want to put a lot of effort into creating that online community. So this is the first, say, module in my course shell. And then underneath that, I have each of the didactic modules. So my course is designed so that each week we will cover one module. So very simple. Let me pop into the syllabus first. So I'm going to pop into the syllabus before we start looking into the modules. So here I have a course syllabus. and again, talks about myself, office hours, any prerequisites that are required, the course goal, and then the all-important student learning outcomes. So I developed my course with these learning outcomes in mind very specifically so that they are assessed according to these learning outcomes. This is what they need to be able to do at the end of this course. And then I just have a quick weekly chart so they know what to expect each week in terms of activities and assessments. Going down a little bit further, again, I talk about the type of assessments and as well the grades, how they will be graded. This actually needs to be updated. It's not 100% correct right now. So that's the syllabus. Okay, so let's go back into the modules. So like I said, each week will be a module. So module 1 will be during week 1. I scroll down to module 2. This will be done during week 2. And I've organized my modules in a very straightforward way, at least my way of thinking. Each module is 3 sections. We have the didactic learning section here. So again, that's the academic stuff that they will use to learn the material. Then I have extra activities and resources here for them. And then the third section is the assessment pieces. So they know exactly what they need to do to get credit towards their grade. And particularly with adult learners, it's very important for them that they know exactly how they're going to be assessed for the course. Just like us, we want to know exactly how we're being assessed in all of our courses. And so it's very important to have that clear when you're teaching adults. Okay, so let's dive into Module 1. So Module 1 and 2, actually, I should say, are designed, they're more as refreshers to revisit knowledge that they should already know, but just bring it more to the forefront again and put it in the context of IGRT, which is what they'll be doing in the labs. Okay, so Module 1, I divided it into A and B because there's actually 2 areas that they need to review. And when I was creating my interactive videos, it didn't make sense to put them all in one. So I created 2 separate ones, and I'll put the links to the videos in my blog post as well. So section A, they will review their anatomical directional terms. Section B, they are going to review the viewing planes of radiographic images. So those are the fun interactive videos that we made in Lumi. And then just for some extra fun, I made another activity here, playing around with Lumi, just playing around with the hotspots one. So I said, click on 3 structures that are medial and or superficial to the liver. So if I click here on the inferior vena cava, it says correct. You have found the inferior vena cava, one of 3 structures. So again, just that was, something fun to make. Another resource that I'm actually going to put into every single module is, it's actually an external website. This is a resource that the school actually subscribes to. So I'm not logged in, so I won't be able to go into too much detail, but just to show you that this is like an e-anatomy, they call it e-anatomy learning website. So over here I could, if I want to look at some head and neck structures or thorax, or let's go look in the abdomen. It shows me what's available for abdomen here. So I can choose this male abdominal cavity. Now, if I was logged in, then all of these structures would be labeled here. And what's super great about this site is you can turn on and off different systems, different structures like muscles. I don't want to see the muscles. I turn them off. I only want to see the bones. And then there's also different ways to view it. There's quiz mode. You can turn all the labels on, all the labels off. So this is actually an excellent resource. Like I've said a couple times, it's very good. So I do include that in all of the modules because I feel like they should be using that quite a bit. And then here's the week 1 discussion. I should actually maybe put that in assessments. So the week 1 discussion, as I said, I put in a discussion topic just to get us going. It doesn't have to be complicated. I will moderate for the first week, and then after that, I will make it clear that whoever is assigned to come up with a discussion topic that week is expected to moderate for the week. And then we will debrief at our weekly synchronous online meeting, is what I've decided to call them. So going into module 2 for the didactic learning, I have a video. This is that I created. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, Pictory. I guess I'm sorry. Anyway, I used an AI site to create this video. And it was actually pretty simple, just to enter the text and throw in some pictures. I liked it. So there's that. And then for the second part of their didactic learning, I actually included an article, a scientific article here that, again, brings it all into context. Now, this is an older article, but it's still very relevant to what they need to be learning. Okay, and again, activities and resources. I have the IMOS resource. I have the week 2 discussion, which will be blank. I'm waiting for some smart student to come up with a great discussion topic for the week. Module 2 assignments. Oh, I guess I skipped this one. So I have 2 assignments for module 1. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to module 1 because I have the 2 interactive videos. So the assignments are fairly simple. They can actually also be submitted within the interactive video, but if they missed that, then they can submit it this way as well. So I have 2 assignments for module 1, and then the quiz. So each module will also have a short quiz. So for modules 1 and module 2, I just created 15 multiple choice questions. Again, so easy to make in Canvas, and it has a lot of the same robust options for who can take the quiz, how much time they can take the quiz, the date frames that the quiz is open, things like that. So I loved it. Very easy. One thing I didn't find, though, that I do see in Brightspace is I can have a big question bank. So when I'm creating a quiz, I can just go in and pull questions in or take them out. I haven't found that in Canvas yet. So that's the module 1 quiz. And then, sorry for all my jumping around, go back down to module 2. Module 2 assignment here. So this one, I want them to compare structures on 2D radiograph versus cross-sectional CT images, and how does the same structure look different on the different types of imaging. But very simple, just grab a few screenshots, and it shouldn't take them long to do these assignments. These aren't big, long assignments. They're just more to for me to see where they're at, and for them to see where they're at and judge their knowledge at that point. Module 2 quiz, very similar to, obviously, the Module 1 quiz, 15 multiple choice questions. And I have started the module 3, 4, and 5 quizzes. So these modules are each going to have a section of the body and take a closer look at the 3D anatomy in the thorax, the abdomen, and the pelvis. So yeah, I guess let me pop into the discussions here. So you can see I have week 1 discussion, week 2 discussion, and then I just threw in a discussion forum for the students themselves if they want to ask each other questions, kind of like what we did on Discord. I would probably refine this section a little bit more, but I am under no illusions that it's going to be used to its fullest capacity, because I'm sure the students are just going to make their own WhatsApp group and have their discussions there, especially with the class sizes that we have. Anywhere from, honestly, my classes have been from 4 to 12 students, depending on the year. So they are really quite small. Yeah, so that is my course prototype. I had so much fun creating it, and I'm very thankful for Katya for everything that she has taught us. So I am going to plug my link to my course prototype into my last blog post, and I want to say thank you for watching.